Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Steve Reynoso Podcast. Today, we have a pro MMA fighter with us. I'm excited to introduce him, excited to tell his story, and also excited to talk more about what he's been doing on his life because it's insane. I feel like you have so many avenues of just producing in life, in finance, and psychologically. We were talking a little bit before the cameras turned on, and the way your mind works is amazing, dude. I gotta say, one thing that I have in common with everybody that sits down here is that they have such a positive attitude, and I love it. I love your attitude. I love what you've been doing. So I wanted to dive in. I wanted to give you a chance to introduce yourself to the audience, to the people out there that may not know you.
Yeah. So, guys, my name is JDarwish. I was known as the Real Tarzan. Now I'm just known as JDarwish, the MMA fighter. So I had a few different things I've done throughout my life. I started as a car salesman. I ended up owning a supplement company. Then I was an influencer selling programs. And then I was running a bunch of car dealerships, 12 car dealerships.
Wow.
And then I went back to combat. I was actually the best wrestler in the country when I was in high school. I was ranked second on flow, but I tell people I'm the best because I never wrestled the guy that was ranked first when I was ranked second. I would have killed him. Anyways, we had, and now I got back into combat. I've been doing MMA for the past 2.5 years. I'm really big into working on some AI stuff right now, but I'm gonna have another fight in around 6 months from now, trying to promote my own fight. So
That's super interesting. Let's start in the beginning. What got you into wrestling originally?
man, for me it was like, well, my father always talked about how he used to beat people up growing up. So I used to always have like this mentality where I wanted to like beat people up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know why I was like that, but I had like this aggressive mentality where I just wanted to physically dominate people, not in like a bad way, but like it was like something I had like within me that I just wanted to do. You know what I mean? And as I got older, like when I was 9 years old and I was wrestling and I was also playing football, for me wrestling was more fun because I didn't really have to worry about coaches. I didn't have to worry about my teammates. It was just fucking me. I was like, I can be as good as I want to be. No one could tell me about how good I am. I go, you'll see how fucking good I am when I beat this guy.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And wrestling was like, I decide. Like there wasn't anybody that could tell me like no.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the only person who could tell me no is if I do something if I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I wasn't good enough to win, that's my no. You know what I mean? And that's why wrestling really stood out to me, and it really built the character I am. But at the same time, it also didn't, because in the end of the day, that mentality changes throughout your whole entire life. So for me now, I don't even look at like that anymore, like wrestling, because I used to look at wrestling. For me, I always all these visions of wanting to be the best and wanting to prove things to people and all this stuff. I stopped wanting to when I stopped wanting to prove things to people and I just wanted to be the best.
Yeah.
I actually like felt like I was the best. You know what I mean?
So
actually things became more artistic.
what age did you feel like you made that transition where you stopped wanting to prove other people wrong and then you just wanted to be the best?
Before my last fight, like near like the 2-3 months before my last fight, I was like, and I literally would be after my previous fight, I was on fucking camera, on the mic saying, and I just had a long time before I was able to fight again.
Yeah.
Because I had a hard time finding opponents, and we wanted to do a few more amateur fights, but amateurs wouldn't fight me.
Mm-hmm.
So, anymore, because I relatively came into MMA 2 years ago, so I'm a pro in 2 years, you know.
Wow.
So it's like, so now, and I didn't have no striking, zero striking.
For the people that have no idea what MMA is becoming a pro in 2 years unheard of.
Yeah. I mean, I had my first fight after 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not unheard of if you grew up, like striking.
Yeah.
If you grew up striking, it's not unheard of. If you grew up wrestling, you know, wrestlers don't want to get punched in the face because they never got punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very not unheard of either. It's just low percentage. Like you're not gonna, you have to really. I mean, I got lucky because I was really like I had the time and the money to just like train.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had the time and the money to just train. If I had a job like something doing else and I wasn't fully focused on it, I wouldn't have been able to. But I had my first fight a year in. Again, zero striking. And I like zero striking. I learned striking like right, and now like I learned all that, and I I submit black belts all the time. No jiu-jitsu. I had no jiu-jitsu. Zero jiu-jitsu. I was around jiu-jitsu growing up because I trained wrestling, but I didn't know nothing. And everyone knows that I was a fucking stupid kid. I couldn't pick up on anything besides what I was doing. You know what I mean?
How can you say you were a stupid kid?
I'd say I'm very talented at learning things, but there's never been anything that I've been good at. Like I've never done anything and was just like talented. Like I was just good at, but I'm very talented at becoming talented. You know what I mean? Like I'm very talented at becoming talented. That's like, which is interesting to me because I can really do anything. Like I actually feel like I could do anything. You know what I mean? Like there's not one thing I don't believe that I can do. I believe I can do literally anything.
Where's that mindset come from? Did you always have it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely stronger now. I've fed it, you know what I mean? But growing up, you know, my father never let me believe that I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So he never let me believe that. So he's definitely like huge with that. And I just fed that. I fed that. I mean, growing up it was weird too because no one ever really like believed the things I would say.
Yeah.
I would say things and I would mathematically make it sound sense just so people could understand that it's possible. But I didn't really have to do that. But I remember this one time when I was a kid, I was a freshman. I didn't hit puberty. I was 138 pounds, bro. And they used to call me the senior assassin because I was taking out all the seniors that were literally like 18 fully grown at 138. You know what I mean? And I was just pinning all of them. Like 22 of them were all seniors of my wins that year, right? And I didn't even hit puberty yet, bro. So now, and I only had a headlock and a sprawl. My defense, I didn't even really know how to wrestle yet because again, my brain just didn't work as fast. I couldn't pick up on moves.
Yeah.
But I would just beat people with what I knew because I worked harder than everyone, you know?
Wow.
And man, before that year, this kid who was a senior we were talking. He's like, I was like, oh yeah. So I did this in states and this and that when I was in 8th grade. So now if I split it up this way and like there's 32 districts. Oh, that's easy. I can win the district. No problem. I won out of the when I was in 8th grade, I won out of like the 8 state qualifiers.
Yeah.
So that's so much smaller, like amount of people. And I was like, wait, so the people who are best in 8th grade are going to be the best when they're seniors. That means they're the best right now. I was like, look, I'm going to do it. Bro, that year I fucking dominated everyone. No one, and I remember this kid was like, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. I was like, what are you talking about? There's actually a movie where someone says that, and that's one of my favorite lines too. I heard after I used to say these things. Yeah, you know what the movie is?
Which movie?
Have you heard of that line where what's the biggest lie you were told? And then he goes that it's not so simple or something.
I think I've heard of that.
It was he's a boxer. He's the Tasmanian something.
Interesting.
Tasmanian.
We got to look it up after this.
Yeah,
I'll reference it. Maybe throw a clip up as you're speaking about it. No, that's super cool. One of the most amazing things I heard you say in that whole monologue is that how much your father really meant just through your whole childhood and how much he really helped your development, because
of course
people don't understand what an impact somebody having your back and believing in you and giving you that mentality pretty much since birth. You could do anything in the world.
Yes, 100 bazillion%. But I will also say this: there are successful people who don't have that.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
So the fact is that you have your father who it benefits you so much. But there's other people who have an equal amount of difficulty or an equal amount of success in other streams and avenue based on what God gave them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the way I look at it is like, I'm so grateful for the things that I have. I'm going to make the best out of it. Right.
Yeah.
And my father being there really taught me throughout my life how to really be like a figure, a leader and all that stuff and all that. Right. If he wasn't there and other people who don't have fathers that are watching this right now or whatever, have some issue, like whatever, like you could still teach yourself those things. You know what I mean? Like it's really, you can.
Yeah.
You can, and you have some things that I don't have.
You
know what I mean?
No, 100% agree with you.
Like it's always, you know what I mean? Like there's all these great things that you could be given in your life, man. And there's all these things that don't really exist. That's it. It's just great things and everything else doesn't exist.
Yeah, because we've seen both sides of it just throughout history. We've seen the two kids in a family where their dad's alcoholic. One becomes an alcoholic and another one never touches alcohol. Yes. And then we've also seen it where we have 2 kids, the dad's super successful, the dad pushes that all on the kid, and one becomes a lazy bum and the other one becomes successful, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you might start, or people might believe you start higher up and with more advantages in life, but realistically, it just comes down to who are you as a person? Who do you want to be as a person?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the truth of it, because in the end of the day, like when it's all said and done, and like everyone ranks success at different levels.
Yeah.
Winning is different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
For me, my dream, and I could do this right now and be happy for the rest of my life, is to live on an island with some girl that I love with no fucking phone, and maybe a kid or 2. That's it. Done. I'd be fucking happy. I don't need to I could look at the stars all fucking day and train every day too. I gotta wake up and train every day.
Yeah.
So like that's fucking sick. Like that would be successful as fuck. Some people would be like, you fucking bum. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
for me, I'm like, that's fucking awesome. That guy is winning. But then I see a billionaire and I'm like, that guy fucking won too. That's his life, right? And I want to win. I want to be a billionaire and I want to do that too. You know what I'm saying? I could do both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to try to do both for fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that's, in the end of the day, that's what it is. Like everyone's winning is different.
Yeah.
Everyone's winning is different. You know what I mean? Maybe the kid who has a father who's successful and he became a lazy bum is like, man, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everyone's like, whatever. But then his brother is like, bro, you're a bum. But his brother is like, he's climbing and he feels like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or maybe the other way around, man.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, like, in the end of the day, people define what's winning for them in a different way. So I always the way I see things now is like, I can pick and choose like what I want to do, but I'm not going to be like that guy. Everyone is me. Yeah. That guy is a bum. So maybe I'll be a bum. That guy is this. Maybe I'll fucking do this. Right. Yeah. And like, I just pick and choose, but I don't look down. I will never feel like someone lost.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever loses.
No, I honestly, it's weird because maybe a week ago I wouldn't have agreed with that statement, but I completely agree with it now. Just because I had a conversation with my buddy on my last podcast, and I used to pressure all my boys because I wanted them to be great, just as great as I want to become, you know? Mm-hmm. And then I realized that's not everybody's goal. Just how you said, success is measured by the person who's aiming for a certain height. Mm-hmm. So I stopped putting my ambitions on my friends. Mm-hmm. Like, my friends are going to be my friends regardless, you know? Yes. Just because he doesn't want to go to the gym and get ripped, just because he doesn't want to start a business and become wealthy that way, doesn't mean he's still not successful within his own realm and within his own mind. Mm-hmm. Because I'm jealous of one of my friends, and I always tell him this. He is so happy doing the bare minimum. I used to always push him and be like, doing this, do that. But he was genuinely just always happy, smile on his face. You couldn't tell him otherwise. And I'm like, dude, if anything, I'm jealous of you. Like, in your own mind.
How old are you now?
26.
Yeah, see, like, that's the age, and you're like, fuck. You're like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, and I'm like...
Especially in our generation where they're population controlling the fuck out of us.
Yeah, you seen that?
No, we know they are, bro. Come on.
I feel like, I mean...
Even the way they raise, like, our women and our men is for population control, I think.
Yeah, because now everybody... First of all, you hear it so much. Nobody wants kids.
Yeah.
It's split directly in half. Before, it would be the norm. Everybody wanted kids.
Bro, I used to be, like, so fucking annoyed about it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I used to be so annoyed about it. We all the men were. The reason why the men were annoyed about it was because we're raised to take care of a family still.
Yeah.
But fathers, think about it as a dad, realistically speaking. Your daughter is in this fucking generation, right? Mm-hmm. And he sees the men in this generation. Bro, he's going to be like, yeah, you're free to take care of yourself now. Fucking do it. Realistically speaking. So women are raised by their fathers to take care of themselves. Why? Because they can now. They used to need men to survive. But now we as fathers, not me as a father, but we as fathers, like men, freed them, realistically speaking, because we built this whole shit. So now it's like, okay, take care of yourself. It's less fucking risky for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be worried about this guy, right? But the men are still raised to take care of families. We're looking up to the dad who's taking care of the fucking family. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what happened. And really, they're chilling. They're chilling. They can take care of themselves now, realistically speaking. So if you don't, for me, I'm just like, I accepted it. And I was like, I'm like, you know, maybe I'll take care of a girl who needs me one day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't really bother me the way it used to. Like, you know what I mean? Because now I understand the dynamic.
Yeah, no, I completely get you. And I feel like I'm starting to fall into that role too.
Yeah.
Because all I want to achieve is be able to become a provider. You know, I mean, to be in the position, we were speaking a bit about it before the cameras turned on. I just want to provide for my family. You know what I mean? Everybody that's here, my loved ones. And even if they don't need me to, that's beautiful. I still want to have the means to be able to, in case anything were to happen. We spoke about it earlier again. I want to be that pillar where financially, emotionally, whatever it is, psychologically, you come, you speak to me, and I hopefully have a way to solve it for you, you know?
Of course. And I actually been thinking about that a lot lately, so I really feel with you when you say that, man. Because for me, you know, my family, my dad wasn't even the first generation. I'm the first generation, you know, here. And my dad made it to fucking millions.
Wow.
So I'm like, why the fuck am I not at $1 billion, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how fucking, because we're like, I'm doing all these other things. You know what I mean? I do all these other things, right? But I'm like, fuck, like, I gotta fucking, my dad got there and he was literally no generation. So I'm like, I gotta make sure our family is set.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I didn't advance it. And I just started thinking like that. So when you said that, I was like, yeah, he's right.
Interesting, because in you saying that, now I'm thinking.
Yeah. And I was 12, broke as fuck. Like, we were in Patterson, rat infested house.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we were first. He was the first. He came here. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So and then he fucking did. I was like, if he did that, why? Like, I gotta fucking do something now. You know what I mean? But you could be chilling, bro. It's very hard when you're in my shoes and you're in that position. You're like fucking chilling. Like, you're like, you don't need to do shit.
Yeah.
Imagine. You know, it's hard to figure out to do shit. That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
How many people would chill in your position, you know?
It's hard, bro. It's how many people would just fucking chill.
People from the outside looking in are probably like, this guy has it so good. He could do whatever he wants. No wonder he's so successful, but they don't understand you have your own hardships.
Bro, I could be chill. There was it was time, but that was another thing that kind of got me big into philosophy. Was like, not that I could be chilling when I was around 22, but it was also like, it kind of felt the same. Like, when we were broke and we were like, we first like got like maybe say the 100,000s, whatever, felt the same.
Yeah,
doesn't feel different. So I was like, okay, so what the fuck is the point? That's why I started thinking, like, that's how one of the reasons I'm so smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, this is, you know, what's the point now?
Yeah, no.
Interesting, dude. I had to figure it out, because what do you have purpose? Like, what's the, you know what I mean? You need purpose in your life. You know what I mean? So you try to figure it out.
So what's your purpose?
For me, now it's just, it used to be like to figure out what my purpose is, realistically speaking. But right now, I just want to win.
Yeah.
Like, I really just want to win. Like, I want to win so bad. You guys have no idea how bad I want to win. Like, every day I wake up and I'm just like, I got to win. And for me, like, winning is like an energy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For me, I wake up and I'm like, I know what I have to do to win. Like, I have the things already right now, or things I'm thinking about, and I know the direction I'm supposed to go, and I just do everything I need to do to win. You know what I'm saying? And I know that it continuously grows, it grows, and you stay consistent, and you win. You know what I mean? So for me, my purpose right now is I just want to feel what winning really feels like. You know what I mean? I want to win. Like, I want to win. I want to really win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really want to win.
So when you say you really want to win, are we just talking MMA here? Are we talking in life?
Everything.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Growing up, man, I was so in my head with so many different things, right? And I used to have this idea of myself. I used to just believe that I was this person. And now the way I look at things is like, I feel like I've created my own person now, right?
Yeah.
So for me, winning was never satisfying. Like, whenever I won something, it was always like, okay, like, what now? What next? You know what I mean? I never celebrated a win. Like, after I won something, I was never like, yes, like, I won. Like, after a match, you never saw me celebrating. I was like, okay, good job. Go practice, and I train harder than everyone. But it was never like sad. But now that I've created my own person, that I've built like my own person, that like it wasn't built by like from the way I grew up until now. Like now it's I'm building my own person. Now I want to win.
Yeah.
Now I want to feel it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Isn't it interesting how you kind of get to that pivotal moment in your life? Because the way I look at that, in a sense, is me with reading. We were speaking about this earlier too. If you asked me when I read a book in high school, never. If you asked me when I read a book in college, like front to back, never. It wasn't until after the fact that nobody was telling me I have to do this. Nobody was telling me this is what you need in order to achieve something great in life. Then I'm like, hey, maybe I'll pick up a book. And then if you check on my nightstand now, I have probably like 20 books.
Yeah.
And we're talking about it.
And now you're reading.
Now I'm reading.
Now you're doing something like that. And like I can't even imagine myself reading, but that could happen to me too.
Yeah.
I don't really like reading, like listening. We were talking about it, but that could happen to me too. Like that's actually there's so many things that you would never see yourself doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows up. And that's why I say to people all the time, like, you can't just imagine. Like, I know we believe in manifestation and all this stuff and whatever it is. But the truth is you can't just imagine something and make it happen. If you imagine something and you make it happen, all you're doing is repeating the past. Can you imagine a color you haven't seen before? You can't.
You can't.
Okay, so you literally cannot imagine something you haven't seen before. So whatever you imagine is a concoction of things that you've already seen. All you're doing is repeating the past. But what's meant for you is something that you've never seen. You're gonna be like, wow, I could have never imagined this. You know what I'm saying? So like as I'm saying, and that proves it. There's things that you could have never imagined doing and you still fucking do it. Now you're reading a book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that proves that as well. So that's why I say to people, your path is the path you can't see.
Yeah.
Not the path that you can see. It's the path that you can't see. It's only yours.
Yeah, it's funny you say that just because I lived those words in the previous year.
Yeah.
Because we spoke about it again earlier. I thought I'd be working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I never was into social media. I probably haven't posted on Instagram in the last 3 years previous to last year. Wasn't using Snapchat. Nobody knew what I was doing if you were looking on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then here I am chatting on a podcast, posting every day. And it's crazy to me.
Because now you have a different mentality, bro.
Yeah.
It's so different. That's fucking beautiful, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's interesting, man, because I feel the same way. I literally used to be like a fucking like influencer. And I just fucking basically disappeared, stopped posting all of it. And I actually liked that. I was like, I'm so fucking present. Like I was like, I'm so fucking here right now. Like I remember being in fucking Puerto Rico, man. And I was just lying down and I was just looking at the stars and I saw a shooting star and I was like, I would have never seen this fucking shooting star if I was like always on my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just don't that's why I tell you, my dream is to be on a fucking island, no fucking phone, because that is the sickest thing in the world to me, man.
Yeah.
That's the sickest thing in the world to me. Just like loving what God gave.
Living in the moment and living what God gave. I think that's beautiful, honestly, especially nowadays. We're all centered around this little device, you know?
And it's cool. I got nothing against it. Honestly, this thing makes money. Like, this thing's a money maker.
It's essential nowadays.
Yeah.
That's the issue. I'm not saying I have anything against it because I still am using it every day. If I had something against it, I would just put it down, you know what I mean, and never use it and say it's the devil. Yeah. It's not the devil. We're the ones that make it into the devil. Instead of spending time with our loved ones, instead of doing something that might be more important in the moment, we're focused on our phone. We're focused on the virtual reality we've built for ourselves, whether it's being on these social media apps, contacting somebody across the world, you know. It's really comes down to how do you use it?
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you use it to further yourself in businesses and relationships and then make sure when you're around the actual people, you're not using it to pretty much isolate yourself, get yourself out of an awkward...
easy.
Yeah.
Like make things easy in a way that's like actually not like giving you what you really want.
Because sometimes... Is it making it easy in the sense like you're backing out of this conversation? This is an awkward conversation.
Exactly.
I don't want to have this hard conversation.
Shit. And a lot of people do avoid shit now because of the phone. Actually, I did realize that
it's a safety blanket for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's easy to fall into it because it's only socially accepted safety blanket for grown men and women.
Yeah.
Because if you're telling me.
Drug. It's a fucking that shit's a drug. That's a drug. That's
it's
a real
stronger
drug.
than
It's stronger than every drug. Like the chemicals your brain releases is like you can't really take drug. You can take. I'm sure there's a drug that you can take that will release that, but like not like that. You're doing it all the time.
Yeah, it was actually a conversation I had with a few of my friends earlier in the week, and I was like, people don't realize how strong this drug really is.
Yeah,
I've seen people that are wired to their phone. I'll be right next to them having a full conversation with them and they didn't even realize I said one thing because they're swiping to find the next video.
crazy.
And I even found myself
Casey's like, why are you swiping? Like, you're literally like, look around. Like,
Yeah.
even you're like, bro, this is fucking sick.
Bro, think about when we were growing up.
Yeah.
When you went to go call your mom, what'd you do? You went on the house phone, you memorized her phone number,
Nah,
you typed it
I
in.
don't even remember my dad's number. I was dyslexic. I was a stupid kid, bro. I was
Yeah.
too smart.
Or you had to write it down somewhere.
Yeah, you had to write it down somewhere, yeah.
Nowadays, where do you write it down? In the contacts, and you never look at it again. There's not
Never look at it again.
one phone number that needs
Still
to
the
be
only
memorized.
number I remember is my father's.
And it's never going to expand from there, you know?
Yeah.
Back in the day, people would have
People
to
used to remember their numbers. People used to remember fucking numbers.
They used to remember numbers, street signs, where they're going.
Yeah, like even like directions. No one really has directions anymore.
No.
Wow, our fucking life is a virtual reality.
If we
go on
lose
our
Wi-Fi,
fucking
we're
phone
done.
and we're fucking driving, bro. We're living in a virtual reality. It's insane.
Literally.
Yeah, but my grandfather can't use the phone the way I can, though, Loki.
No, 100%. It's a different generation. It's a different. I agree.
So is this an advancement or is it a weakness? Because realistically speaking, if we all got stranded on that, when the end of the world comes, none of us are ready to fucking climb trees.
Yeah, no way.
Realistically speaking, like what the fuck? Like that's fucked. That's
Yeah,
actually fucked. We can't find each other. I feel like we'd figure it out again though.
I think you'd have to. I think just because of evolution, we might evolve backwards in a sense, but if it's to stay alive,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like maybe the original stuff that people learned has to be something easy.
Yeah.
Right? There's enough of us.
To an extent, yeah.
The first things.
Yeah,
The
no.
first things have to be because bro, the first person who invented fire was like, "Fuck, I got fired."
Yeah,
like
that's
that's fucked up. Like we could have done that shit.
Yeah.
But he gets to be an inventor.
Yeah, right. One of the smartest of the time.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy because think about like
it's about who's first, not who. It's about who's first, not about who's perfect.
Interesting. Yeah, because if we went into a so-called dark ages and everything we've learned up to this point disappeared, and then once everybody passes away from this point, disappears, like we would have to start all over.
We would have to start all over, and I think we do a good job actually. Now that I think about it, we're not actually we're not actually that stupid.
I genuinely think so as well because it's just hard to truly imagine unless you're focusing or talking about it how quickly humans have evolved.
Yeah.
Like when people speak about the 1920s, especially when I was younger, I'm like, dude, these guys were running around in the first Ford cars ever. Like, look how far cars have evolved in 100 years. 100 years is nothing in the grand scheme of things. I was like, we're getting into LaFerraris, electric cars, self-driving cars in 100 years.
That's like nothing.
Nothing.
It's crazy that that's happening. It's actually insane.
I mean, we've seen the evolution of the internet, of gaming, of AI. AI just popped up in the last 5 years.
It's actually insane the way things have evolved almost seem planned.
Yeah.
Like realistically speaking, like that's actually, and if you think of the way things were planned realistically, is what is human nature to make things easy. So everything we do see the guys at the gym and the gym classes training really hard in those fucking videos, whatever the fuck they're doing, and all of them are shredded. But like, the human evolution was actually just to make things easier. Yeah. So those guys now we don't have to do that stuff. Why was that the human evolution? I don't know why. If things are easy, then we could just get controlled. It's easy.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? That's all fucking easy.
Yeah, it's like what's the motivation? And on top of that, now your dopamine receptors are getting burnt out every day. It's something to talk about.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think I mean, we were talking about population control before, and population control is actually an interesting thing, where it's like, did we say that on camera?
Yeah,
that was on camera.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so population control is interesting, but I think part of that isn't only population control, but also for instance, all of us are foreigners. Are you first generation or second?
First
generation. What are you, first or second? First. So I'm also first generation. Right? So if we go back to it, we all came to this country because our shit was all fucked up from some Western country.
Yeah.
But we came to a Western country, and now we're in the West, and now we're making money for the West. So now they don't need as much of us to make money because we have all these AI and all this shit coming out. So now they don't need to have as many babies. So we teach the women to take care of themselves. So now we have less babies, and now we're making more money. So that everything is just to make money. Even before like where our parents were before, DR, Palestine, I'm sure they wanted them to grow up in some sort of way that turned them into whoever they wanted to shape them into. You know what I mean? Wherever
Yeah.
you are, there's always going to be a system that wants you to be. That's why I say you got to kill yourself and you got to be your own person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like even your like parents don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like everything is kind of like it's all a system, realistically speaking. And I think they just want to make money, and it's easier to make money now, and there's more resources if there's less people, and they just won't say it. But population control, COVID-19.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you to an extent on certain points. It's because when I think about it, they are trying to kill us off.
Yeah.
And
not even kill us off, but just stop us from having babies.
Yeah, and it goes into a little bit different conversation.
You know what else is fucking crazy, actually?
What?
Before you even say that, because I don't want to forget. If you look at the people who are getting killed off, it's almost like they're picking and choosing the weakest links.
Yeah.
Like, look at the girls who aren't having babies.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally the weakest links.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the guys who are not trying to like be a man able to provide. Literally the weakest links.
Yeah.
If everything went to shit, they'd be out first.
Mm-hmm.
They like, or whoever can actually. So now they have AI and all this shit, and they're like, let's fucking keep the strong guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucked up, but it's like that's really what it is. You know.
One thing I actually it was really cool. Oh, I touched the Band-Aid. Audience, if you made it this far into the episode, I want you to know I just got something.
We didn't say anything about the Band-Aid.
Yeah, no.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, what this dusty ass boy? He doesn't got a haircut, got a fat ass Band-Aid. Listen, I got something surgically removed. You know what I mean? Beauty is painful, so that's all I got to say. Yep. So I got this big Band-Aid so I don't gush blood over this white table.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for calling me out in the comments. I don't care. I'm a dust.
Are we on a live?
No, imagine.
We're lit.
Yeah, so I could chop it up, throw it up, whatever it is, but
I'm stupid.
No worries. That's actually like, I do like doing live streams.
Yes.
But I've only done one for my podcast.
Ooh, you want to put on my live on my phone right now?
Go ahead, throw it up on your live.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah. I want to jump into a little bit more of your MMA stuff and MMA background, because you told me you've had 4 fights already.
Yes.
And now you went from amateur to they want to turn you pro.
Uh-huh.
How that, like...
Well, my last one was pro.
Really?
My last fight was my first pro fight, yeah.
Interesting.
Which is interesting because I told you I didn't really have much to prove anymore. Like, I felt like I didn't want to prove anything. Yeah, it was odd, man. Before that fight, before my last fight, I was like I'm a poet. I write poems and shit, and I had this poem that I wrote. For me, I felt like I didn't have anything to battle anymore, because I had to battle. For me, I wanted to battle this thing where I was battling like the point I had to prove. Like, I'm gonna be the best fighter in the world. Watch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch me do it. But when I really became obsessed with the art, I didn't really want to prove anything anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, I want to be the best fighter, but I just don't really care to prove it. So I felt like I manifested like a lung infection. Like, I deadass felt it, because when I got the lung infection, and it was very easy for like my father and my uncle to convince me to fight, like with the infection, just because it was like, okay, now there's a challenge. Yeah. Because for me, I felt like I was just gonna murder the guy, you know. And as soon as the fight started, first 10 seconds of the fight, because I was really fucking sick, I cut 17 pounds because I wasn't good to fight. Like, I wasn't good to like try to cut the weight until the day before the fight, and it was still hard. But I cut 17 pounds the day before the day before the weigh-ins, instead of like going up to it or whatever. And I don't know what it was from, but as soon as the fight started, first 10 seconds, my hip just fucking snapped. Like, I was going to finish him fast, and my hip just fucking snapped. Long story short, I won the round. Like, I ended up surviving and winning the round with no fucking hip, and I couldn't breathe. Yeah. But the doctor stopped the fight. So once I was done with that, and that had happened, and I had the hip injury, I got back into like weight training and stuff to heal my hip. Yeah. And I just started thinking so much differently about fighting and everything, because for me now, I feel like a performer because I have my own art. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for me, like, I don't want to prove anything anymore. Now I just want to win. Like I said to you, I just want to fucking win. Like, that's my thing now. Yeah. So for me, I want to have my own show. Like I want to have my own my own show where it's all about me, and it's like a fucking new rule set that's fucking crazy that really emphasizes art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's exciting, honestly. You know, I want to have it where it's like 10-minute round, one under 200, over 200 weight class. You merge the weight class at some point. Because what happens when you have short guys and you have tall guys and you have like middle guys? Now you have to change the way you fight. You can't do traditional stuff anymore because the guy who's like 6'5" and you're like 5'9", you got to jump to punch him.
Yeah.
Really, you got to jump to punch.
You do.
There's guys that you have to jump to punch. So now you become I like to jump and go downwards. So when it becomes like real fighting and it's a real fight, now you get to see the stylists, you get to see the artists, the people who really, really know how to fight. Because the people who really, really know how to fight aren't the boxers. They're not the wrestlers. They're the people who know wrestling. They know boxing, and then they know it all, but they just do like their own thing or one thing. You know what I'm saying? But they know it all. You know what I'm saying? And now for me, like I have my own art, so I'm like, what would fit me the best? You know what I mean, what would fit me the best? And it would be something that focuses on art.
I love that. I feel like it's really cool because it's a deeper expression of self in a sense, you know. You're taking this creative flow and creative like artistic view to fighting that maybe a lot of fighters do take, but they don't get to talk about it.
Yes.
And you're really open about talking about it because I've seen it on your Instagram where you leave it in the comments. People are like, oh, this is a little wonky. You're like, this is my own art.
Yeah.
This is my own style.
I watch almost every knockout in MMA. Tell me it looks clean.
Never.
Like in the way that they talk about.
No, never.
Like it doesn't. It never does. And that's just what sometimes they're throwing from their hips. You know who, for instance, let's even talk about Duplessis, Alex Pereira, the heavier weights.
Yeah.
When does it get really funky? When does it get really funky? When they get heavier.
Yeah. That's so true.
When they get heavier. So the baddest guys are the guy, put the 135 guy against him. Tell me what happens.
Yeah. Daniel Cormier looked crazy.
So when you're dealing with real danger, when you're dealing with shit gets wild.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just get wild in a way where it's like you can't really protect yourself. Oh, my hands are going to protect me. I'm fucking, you know what I mean? Like it's not going to fucking protect me. Really, you got to start prioritizing movement. Your hands become insurance. And what happens when you learn the traditional stuff for too long, you have to unlearn it when you're in the fight.
Yeah.
You understand? Like you have to unlearn it when you're in the fight.
And I think that's a little bit too late to unlearn it.
It's too fucking late.
You're in the heat of the battle.
Now you got to go against a real fucking beast. Like you got to go against a real fighter. Like like you got to go against someone who actually enjoys real fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like they see you and they just see fucking meat. Yeah. And they love it. They love it. It's like exciting to them. Right now you got to deal with that guy. And you're going to tell me your fucking boxing is going to stop me from grabbing your fucking hand and like fucking punching you? Like, what is that gonna? I grab your hand. You think boxers, they just go like this. I could grab their hand. They can't fucking. I have the best grip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they just punch them. It's that easy, bro. When you get into a real fight, you know what I mean? You could do. There's so much more you could do now. Like, and people don't even think about it because of the other sports. They don't even think about it. But the best fighters are the fucking real. They have their own like weird style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I definitely agree with it. Because
MVP is a savage.
Yeah.
You know Michael Benapaige?
Yeah.
I love that guy's style, man.
I feel like my favorite style in the recent age would have to be. Let me think on it and then get back to you. Yeah, because there's Tony Ferguson, classic. I loved his.
You loved his style? Yeah. When he was at his best, he was wide. I mean,
even when he wasn't at his best, it was sad to see it for sure, but he's just such a savage.
Yeah.
And I feel like he never had quit in him, which was crazy to see. Gaethje, another one. Max, I liked like that weight class was intense, you know?
Yeah, super intense. At that time specifically. I mean, now it's getting even better.
Yeah.
Fighting is getting crazy now, man.
Yeah, because everyone
does it.
Like anything else, the
amateurs now are literally like the amateurs now at the high level are literally like UFC level, like in the when it started, like beginning of UFC level.
Yeah, one of my best friends, like his little brother, is training MMA, and he's training out of a gym in Florida. I think a gym out of Miami, and he's a psychopath. Like he's
Yeah.
crazy. He's training with it. I saw him on a UFC
gym?
commercial. I gotta after the podcast. I'll text my
It's probably
boy.
like Goat Shed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him on a UFC commercial. I'm like, dude, what the? I call my boy up. I was like, yo, what's your brother doing here? He's like, don't even say anything. He's a killer now. Like,
No
we were
way.
on the phone, and that's his older brother I'm talking to,
Uh.
right? And he was like, my whole life, I could beat him up. I could out wrestle him. They wrestled together. I could take him on any time. Now, bro, we get in an argument. He doesn't like that I didn't wash the dish. I'm like, yo, bro, just calm down. He never wanted to get in a fight anymore. He's like, I can't fight my little brother anymore.
Crazy.
He's a savage.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's the thing. Like, I actually have a little brother too. He's 18.
Mhm.
He's a savage too. But like for me, I'm like, I gotta make sure I stay stronger. I gotta stay big, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, can't let it pass you up. It's actually low key motivating. You gotta stay big, bro. You can't let it pass you up.
No, it's fucked for him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's fucked for him because he's a music producer,
Yeah.
and his little
he's
brother,
producing
and he's producing with big artists now. I mean, he dropped a song with Antonio Brown,
Oh,
you know, the football player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he produces for Trippie Redd, and he also has a bunch of different placements for bigger artists. I'll mention them. I'll probably shoot you some songs over once those placements come out.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he's killing it on the music side, and then his brother actually, they moved down to Florida together, and he started working at the gym. I'm pretty sure it was either like cleaning up or at the front desk. And then one day, one of the coaches asked him, like, "You want to train? Like, you want to have a workout real quick?" And they come from a wrestling background, and you know how Jersey is. If you're a decent wrestler, if you know anything about states, you can become a killer.
Yes.
Like, you have that instinct within you.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not like other states where wrestling isn't as competitive. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
wrestling is taken very seriously in Jersey.
Yeah.
So he already has like that killer instinct inside of him. And he also went to private school he went to St. Joe's to wrestle. So
What was his name? Do you remember?
Eric Chachinsky. He's a little young.
I know him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's fighting down in the
Yeah.
you know him in the gym down there, you met him up here.
Here.
Yeah, yeah.
I know their family.
Oh they're
Yeah,
amazing family. Yeah, I'm best friends with Mike Chachinsky.
Did he win? He won states or something.
Yeah, he was a dog back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
He's a dog now. He's an even bigger beast now. I'll show you a video after we're done. His first fight knocked this kid. He looked like he ripped this kid's head off his shoulder. It was nuts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy to see because they moved down there to Florida, and they were kind of just starting off. Like, one was producing, one was a janitor cleaning up after the gym, and within a year or two, they're dominating in their own areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so cool, honestly. That's so cool.
It's motivating because, first of all, they're both younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, with Mike specifically, we went to a semester in college together, and then he transferred out and went to engineering school. I transferred out and went to another school. But that semester we were together, like, we would hang out every night, and we would be like, I would tell him, yo, you got to chase your dreams, because I would put on different tracks for him, and he'd just go freestyling. I'm like, dude, you first of all, I can't freestyle, so it's like it's a talent, and it's an art that I can't compare. I'm like, bro, chase your dreams. It was shit we talked about in the back of a TL Acura, 06
like,
Acura.
why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You want to do something, do it.
So to see him chase it and achieve so many great things in such a short period of time, it feels like short period, but it's been 5-6 years, is amazing. It's a blessing, and it's just another motivating
5-6
factor.
years feels like fucking short as shit.
Yeah.
5 years feels like short as shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, time's moving like that, but I bet you could remember what 2020 felt like, 2019.
Man. Yeah, I mean, we kind of had a little skippage from like the 2020 era, like that kind of like
from the government.
I felt like I lost like 3 years. I felt like I lost like 2 or 3 years because you had to start all over a lot of things.
Yeah,
that's actually when I started like social media and stuff. So I had to. You lose some time. You know what I'm saying? You lose a lot of time.
Yeah, it's actually something I brought up on a previous podcast, but COVID messed me up. I was in my prime, you know. I mean, this is junior year in college where I know the most amount of people I've ever known in my life. I'm supposed to be networking to the most amount of people. Yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for a job.
Yeah, it got in the way for everyone, man. Especially around the people in our age. Like literally, that was sick for like the 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah,
realistically speaking, you know. Because they were just home anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they got on that TikTok, and they was doing the TikTok.
Oh, my
goodness. And that's it. It was great timing for them. But for us in the 20s, it was rough. Some people made it though from it too. Still, some people made it in the 20s. Some people made it happen.
For sure. For me, I'm just like, I feel like that's when I took a step back from social media. Because
Same.
first of all, nobody was doing anything interesting. All right, you're making these funny or what people consider entertaining, funny dancing TikTok videos, but it's the same shit.
Yeah.
I swipe, and it's the same dance.
Yeah, it didn't interest
It's
me
repeat.
either,
So I'm like,
and I honestly couldn't even get on it because I was like, what am I supposed to do?
yeah,
I didn't really get it.
I'm not dancing on here. Like,
Yeah, I didn't get it, but there were the people who were the first fitness influencers out there ended up doing well.
took advantage of it. I didn't want to be on any of it. I didn't want to put myself out there because I felt like it felt never ending when we were living it.
Yeah.
Because it started with 2 weeks and 2 months and 4 months in, and you're like, when can I leave my house? When are people not going to look at me crazy? It's like
it was weird. Yeah. I mean, I knew that shit was fucking bullshit since the beginning. None of my family's vaccinated, baby.
That's so funny. My mom, like, she would call me every day, get vaccinated.
And now there's people becoming from it.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. I feel so bad.
It's nuts.
No, I'm being serious. Like, they're getting, and one of my boys' sons, like, man, that's messed up. From the vaccine.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I told my mom, I was like, I'm not getting the vaccine. She's like, you need to. Thankfully, at that time, I was living in my own apartment at the time. So I was like, I don't interact with anybody anyways. I got 3 other kids around, 2 other kids who are my age. We interact with people our age. We're not going to the supermarket. We're not going into like old center. You know what I mean? We're not affecting anybody's lives. And I wore a mask whenever I could if I was affecting somebody else. So I tried to really stay out of it, keep everyone out of me not having the vaccine. Like if you were scared out of me not having the vaccine.
I'm so fucked up, bro, lately.
You know why?
Exact opposite of that lately. I don't know. I just feel like I don't mean to rage bait people.
Yeah.
But it's like, I like saying the things that like people think is so fucking bad because I feel like I'm healing them in the end of the day. Like I feel like if I let them keep getting hurt by it, they'll eventually be like, why the fuck is this shit bothering me?
Yeah. I feel like
they'll be like, why the fuck? They're like, okay, it doesn't really fucking matter. Like I say the most fucked up shit, bro, about everything and everyone. Like just so I could see them be like, okay, you know what, you were like, you know what I mean? Like they could give up like whatever ideas they were fed should hurt them and should not hurt them. You know what I mean?
What I think about when you say that is the idea of cancel culture, how like in 2020 cancel culture is such a big thing. You could get canceled for anything. And
crazy.
Now
so sensitive.
Yeah, so now sensitive, it's the opposite where I feel like
brainwashed. I feel so bad for them, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, it was honestly, I personally was never a fan of cancel culture because I feel like the time we grew up, people were still bullying each other and you wouldn't even get in trouble for bullying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got called all sorts of names. I'm not going to say it on here. My friends know what they called me. And the thing is, I say my friend, like now they're my friends. I don't give.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got over it.
Girls are still mad about that shit though. They holding on.
You're trying to get the girls in the comments to come after you.
You ever see that? You ever see that meme video?
With this,
it's like from 10 years, like it was like when you guy and a girl get into an argument, and then it's like when the girl if we go back 10 years, and then it does like the little like history thing.
Yeah, I feel like all men have lived through this. You know, if you've ever been in an argument with a girl, you could relate to that.
Oh yeah, 100%. That one's good. But that's how like they are with everything. I think like they'll actually not be friends with their bullies in high school.
Yeah,
she bullied me in high school. But like here, exactly, you're right. We're friends with all of them. Everyone who bothered us when we were kids, we're like, what's up? Like we're
Or I just used it as a means of change. Like if I used to be a super skinny kid, and if it ever actually bothered me, I just First thing I did when I got to college, I got jacked.
Yeah, exactly.
I went from like 160 pounds to I came back within a semester and I was 210.
Exactly.
And what were all those so-called bullies? They were yo, congratulations, you looking massive. It was so funny, dude. So it's like,
and that's literally their opinions too.
Yeah.
Like, so now some other people changed. Now some other people are like, oh, you're too jacked.
Mm-hmm. They're like, no, you're way too big.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Now what are we going to do? We're going to go get fucking skinny? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it is, you know?
Yeah. And I'm just happy being me. Like, as long as I'm healthy, happy. I know what I'm doing. I know what my goals are. Mm-hmm. And I could care less. I guess that's a part of growing up. But Some people never figure it out.
Some people never figure out to just do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Like, life is way too short to be worried about what this person or the next person thinks.
One thing I haven't compromised with, though, I think, is this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Talk to me.
It's fucked up. I just feel like the only thing we're really given is our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, realistically speaking, what else do we have? Like, nothing, really.
No.
Yeah, all we have is our body. Like, we don't really own it. Like, we could lose this shit. Like, everything is, but all we really were given is our body.
Mm-hmm.
And even our mind is, like, a part of our body. Like, we move around and we do certain things with our body. Our mind starts changing thoughts. Like,
mm-hmm.
our body literally leads everything. Like, everything. It's literally the only thing that we're given. That's the only thing where I'm, like, I'm super fucking grateful for. Like, and I think it's, like, bad if you don't fucking appreciate your body. Like, I actually think it's a bad thing. Like, it's the only thing that I don't even feel like it's like a opinion almost. I feel like it's not an opinion. Because I'm just like, it's literally the only thing you have. Like, you can't, like, you're just not grateful for it? It's so sick. You could do mad shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so sick. You could do mad shit. And it's like, you're living in it. Like, it's the best thing ever. And, like, I think that's like, for me, I'm like, okay, if you don't give a fuck about your body, like, that's bad. That's not good. That's why I sell fitness programs. Because I'm like, I can fix people. I can give someone something that they want that I believe is essentially a good thing.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas if someone wanted for me, like, if someone wants something else that I'm like, they really don't need that, but they really think they do, and I'm selling it to them and making money off what they believe they want, and I know they don't really want it, like, that's harder for me to sell, in my opinion. For me, just for me. But I'll sell both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, because still, again, I make fun of people to push them there that way anyways.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is something we've all heard our entire lives, is health is wealth. And we've seen it when one of our parents, aunts, uncles, whoever it is in your life, it might even be just a coworker, somebody you might know, an acquaintance. They're working their ass off. They're working 12, 15-hour days, 16-hour days sometimes. You said it. We got 16 hours in a day, 8 hours of sleep. The rest grind. Their work, their Lamborghini, their cars, their materialistic things are the most important thing until they get sick. Yeah. Until they're in that hospital bed, then what's important? Your health. You know what I mean? Health is wealth at the end of the day, so you got to take over.
Exactly what it is. I mean, in the end of the day, health is wealth, because even if you put it that way, you could say wealth is health, realistically. Because now you have a thing where your back could be against the wall in another way. Your back could be against the wall in so many ways.
Yeah.
You know? But health is, like, the only thing that is... Like, health is more than wealth, bro. I'm telling you, taking care of your body, man, is so fucking important, bro. Because you could be happy anywhere. Realistically speaking, you could be happy anywhere. Like, at some point, like, so say you were say we were all, like, set some way. Like, we have a life and it's not gonna change. We're stuck that way. Like, it's not gonna change, right? If that was your position, and you can't kill yourself, that's your position, you're gonna find a way to be happy. You have to. It's literally all. So, and what are you gonna do to be happy? If you had nothing, you'd probably fucking do some push-ups, honestly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, all you have is realistically speaking, you have to, like, you should be happy anywhere. So all you really, really have is your body. You really don't have, like, so so it's interesting. Health is more than wealth, because your back could be against the wall when it comes to, like, money, say. Right? Right? Money, your back could be against the wall and you could be, like, struggling and you'll figure it out. But with that doesn't feel too bad. No. That's actually fine, because you actually have control over that. Yeah. But once you give up on your body for too long, you lose control. Yeah, and it's scary. God is like, you didn't deserve that shit. No. You know what I mean? I learned that when I tore my hip and I fought with a lung infection, that was like God telling me, you didn't deserve the body you have.
What was going on in your head when that all happened?
With the lung infection. So I was upstairs. I was, like, warming up, and I was just, like, coughing like crazy. But it was a challenge. I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. I was coughing. The fucking Georgians were looking at me like I'm crazy, because I'd get up after I finished coughing. I started warming up. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they were like, and I was warming up like I felt good. I was flying, bro. Man, I was flying. I would have finished him fast if I didn't tear my hip in the first 10 seconds, man. I knew that was my plan, because the reason why I went in, like, guns blazing is because I was like, I know my lungs don't have that much in them. I woke up that day and my heart rate was 90. You know, so I knew they didn't have much in them. I was coughing like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna finish him fast. I was the main event too.
Wow.
So I was just like, and then that shit, bro. I remember, I ran. So like you could do a thing. Like one of the things that I can do is like, so if someone has like if I want to blitz someone,
Mm-hmm.
all I have to do is run at them in the facing their middle, their near leg, and
Mm-hmm.
I need to hug their leg, so to speak, on the angle that I'm at with my
Yeah.
two legs. Basically, if I wanted to say blitz someone and throw punches while I'm like running, say.
Mm-hmm.
I have like a blitz, I have a blitz system. So if I wanted to do like what Duplessis does,
Mm-hmm.
I have a certain way that I do it where I can't get hit,
Interesting.
right? So I could run at someone, and then I know the punches could come from the side or here, so I know where I should be, where I won't get hit, and only my punches will land. So I could run at someone and do that, right? So I did that right off rip. Want to back him against the cage so I could get some pressure. He comes in with a knee. That's exactly what I wanted. Should have heard the commentary. I was like, oh, he landed a knee, bro. If you go into the way I fucking defend knees, I go for the fucking knee towards the waist, so you can't even see that it doesn't hit me because I get so fucking close to the knee. Like, I'm the best at that shit because I have a safe zone on the waist that I pay attention to, right? So he comes in for the knee. I grab his waist. I go to, like, spin him this way, and then I start driving. I wanted to run him into the cage, like, smash him into the cage and then take him down.
Yeah.
Immediately, off of literally nothing, my hip just fucking snaps off the bone. Tendon came off the bone.
Wow.
I didn't know what it was, but it felt like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So I grabbed his head and arm, I threw him against the cage, I backed up, and I bend over, and I'm touching my knee. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm bent over, and he comes, I see him running at me with a knee again. I'm like, fuck, bro, I slipped the knee. Like, I literally slipped the knee on video. If you look, you zoom in, it's literally this close. I'm like, fuck. And my hip is off my body right now in the moment. I grab his waist, I push him against the cage, and maybe with that happening and then my lungs, I was immediately wheezing. It was probably like 20, 30 seconds into the fight, and I'm like, fucking hip snapped. I'm literally thinking, like, I look at my family, I have him against the cage, he's facing that way, and I'm like, fuck. I'm just like, fuck, what do I do now? I won the round.
Wow.
On all the judges' scorecards. Every single judge gave me the round. And that's it. And the doctor stopped the fight, you know? But, like,
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
So I had this hip thing, I had this. And I think that what I learned was that when you have nothing to fight against, you end up fighting yourself. And that's what ends up happening. So I changed my whole art based off that fight. Like, the way I changed my whole life based off that fight. Now I look at things and I'm like, I can, like, my style now is to watch people beat themselves, because I know that if I was nothing, you would beat yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that changed when I manifested that into the reality of not having anything to battle and creating something to battle. Because I remember I wrote a poem, and I think the end of the poem I wrote, like, I said, something. I gotta find it. I'll find it another time. Something about nothing. Against nothing. I forget my poems. I'll find it in the middle of the fucking conversation. Like, how can I win against nothing? You know what I mean? Like, how I basically said, how can I win against nothing? If I have nothing to battle against, how can I win? I don't believe in, like, I have nothing to prove. I have no past to heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel like I had to heal some sort of past anymore because I let go of it. I don't even, like, you know what I mean? I don't really think of, like, I think of the past as, like, my imagination. So I was like, why? So I was like, why is, like, so I was like, what do I do now? And I literally manifested, like, I manifested all of that, bro. I manifested a whole battle. And that taught me, and then I went literally after that when my leg healed and I went to jiu-jitsu and all this stuff, man, and I changed my mentality to that.
Yeah.
Man, fighting became so fucking easy recently, bro.
That's amazing.
Fighting became so easy, bro. People literally just beat themselves. And not only just fighting, but in life, man. Man, if you just did, I'm telling you, if you just did nothing, you would just watch everyone fucking beating themselves.
Yeah.
You would just watch everyone fighting themselves. Everyone creating their own battles for no fucking reason. They'll literally be like, oh my God, like, I did this because this happened to me when it was like this really thing happened to me in my past, and I just wanted to prove that happened in my past, and it was just, I can't ever go through that again.
Yeah.
That's literally everyone's life, just so you, like, that's 99% of people's life is trying to relive what they lived that they hated.
Yeah.
Makes no fucking sense. It's absolutely bonkers to me that someone would do that to themselves.
Yeah, and I could be the first to say I've done that to myself.
Yeah, and I have too.
And I've had to. It definitely is like you have to first continue to look at the future. Like the past, you can't do anything about the past. So to relive it and to go through that so-called trauma and traumatize yourself through it is absolutely pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
why not be happy?
Exactly.
It's fucking it's great.
It's something I talked about the other day was if you can decide to be sad, you can decide to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds easy, you know what I mean? Easier said than done, but if you genuinely just have the mindset that I can't feel any other emotion but happiness. Like I have no reason to be sad.
I don't even believe sadness is a real thing.
Really, talk to me about that.
I don't even believe it exists. I'm going to be honest, I don't. So here's the truth. Here's the truth in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I actually believe.
Yeah.
What I actually believe is two things. One, the first thing, I hope I don't forget the second while I'm talking about the first. The first thing is that all emotions, generally speaking, if you were to think of them in a positive way, you give them a different word, the emotion a different word, it's the same feeling. So there's a lot of emotions like that.
Yeah.
For instance, anxious and excited. They feel exactly the same to most people.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's one sadness, like extreme sadness or passion. They both feel exactly the same, but they're both right. Those are just some words that people see that are linked in, like, right. So all you do is switch it. So this is when I learned this. He's Mexican, so I used to listen to Mexican music. I told him, bro, I still do. Man, I did not know what the fuck they were saying. I'm not Spanish, I'm Arab, so I don't know what the fuck they were saying, and I loved it, dude. I'd be doing striking chain, and he's singing like da da da. He's like sewing his shit, and I gave me a good beat for fucking fighting and like practicing my shit. It was great. I used to love it, and I would listen to it just chilling, traveling. I'd have my headphones in or whatever. Man, I find out with that song, this guy's depressed as fuck. He's like, baby, why'd you leave me? I miss you. Like, he's fucking going in, bro. And he just fucking depressed. And I'm like, bro, I'd be smiling, like fucking passionate as fuck training, like fucking walking through the streets, fucking happy as fuck. This guy is so fucking depressed. I'm like, wow. I'm like, that fucking, that was like, that for me, that blew my mind because I was like, he's just really fucking passionate. And I took it in a positive way because I didn't know the language. You know what I'm saying? And like that's really what it is, man. That's really what it is. Like all these there's a lot of things are language barriers. That's why I said before the podcast started was when you speak to someone, don't listen to the words they're saying as much as you listen to how they feel. Because if you listen to how they feel and you have your outlook at it, you'll change their life. And you'll change your life too, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I kind of want to stay on the same topic. I wanted to ask you, if somebody is listening now and feeling lost in life, what is the advice you could give them to remove that feeling? Because I feel like that might be your advice.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that I could say to someone in that situation, because when you feel lost in life, you're not really lost. You just think you're lost. Yeah. You're just life, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, truly, what is peace is just nothing, right? So if you think you're lost, just do nothing. Like, actually do nothing. You'll find, like, something will come. Because here's the thing, too. Like, would you deny, like, if you feel lost, look around you. Would you deny anything in your life? Like, would you, you're mad, you're like this, you feel like you don't have this, you feel like you don't have that, you feel like you don't have this. But would you say no to that and that and that? Like, you're so blessed. You have all these things that you didn't even ask for. You know what I mean? By human nature, all we do is take. Right? All we do is take. But we didn't ask for life. We just gave, it was given. So it's in our nature to continuously take. Why? Because we were born just taking something that we didn't even ask for. So we think like everything's just gonna come to us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is it does. The deserving isn't actually, like, the things that you have in your life that you lose, that make you feel lost, is most likely because you didn't deserve it because you weren't grateful.
Mm-hmm.
The deserving happens after the receiving
Mm-hmm.
in this life. It's backwards. It's actually in reverse. You deserve things after you receive them because you have to show that you appreciate it. That's it. That you appreciate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm Muslim, and what we believe, or what we're supposed to believe, is that this life is a test, and, you know, we were brought down here because, you know, because we wanted to, what? This is very interesting topic. I always thought to myself, if this life is a test, then why are we going to heaven after? Usually after a test, you would go, something would be harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to do a test, like, why would we, if we're going to get tested, what are we getting tested for? Am I going to be a doctor? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Whatever the fuck. Like, you go to school, you get tested, you're getting tested for something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if it was a test, what would it be for? Bro, we didn't even appreciate heaven. So it's like, go down here. So now we have to learn to appreciate this so we could actually deserve heaven when we're there.
Mm-hmm.
So the only people who go there are the ones who get to appreciate it, or the ones who appreciate this life that's less.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, this is the test. Appreciate this, and then you can appreciate heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't even appreciate that. You know what I mean? Realistically speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the whole test is actually comes after. The test comes after after you receive things. It's like I said, the body, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Me fighting with a lung infection means I don't appreciate my body.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically speaking.
Yeah.
When I don't have to beat someone up with lung infection. What the fuck does that do for me? Right?
Yeah.
So, like, what happens? God says, yeah, fucking lose your leg. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that's really what it is. It's all about the deserving. You know what I mean? The deserving comes like when you after you're like, you really like, you know?
Yeah, I really liked how you phrased that because I've never thought about it in that sense. So that's why I just took a second to really listen to what you were saying because I've had an opportunity to be blessed to talk to so many amazing people doing amazing things. And that's like what I truly consider a blessing. I get to see all these different perspectives because the way I look at it is life is just your perspective. How do you see it? It's beauty's in the eye of the beholder type of thing. You know,
I agree.
And I feel like every time I step out of this podcast, I have a new perspective on life.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with the eye of the beholder thing. I actually started a page called Hyperion, which is like super small, but I just made it.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
What is Hyperion? Like, what?
I was just like,
focus
for
behind
me,
it?
I mean, I'm just using, well, right now, I'm going to make it its own thing, like eventually, but right now, I'm just like using my reposts to grow the page, really.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like something like, man, I was just talking to you about it. Like, we create our own fucking rules. Like, we can, winning is different to everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Winning is different to everybody. So it's like, for me, I want people to understand that winning doesn't have to be what someone else told you it is. You know, you could win however you want to win. You could do whatever you want to do with the life you were given. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about, because a lot of people define winning based on what they see everyone else. Like, no one, like, you know what I mean? No one actually defines winning, and then they miss out on the opportunity to win because they're so focused on what they were told winning is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for them, you know, it might be something that they've never seen before. That's the truth, really. That's actually what it is. It's something that you've never seen before. That's what you're going to end up. What ends up happening is you end up finding something that you haven't seen before, that you couldn't imagine, that you couldn't imagine it because you haven't seen it. You can only imagine things you've seen. You know what I mean? And that's your path, because if you've seen it before, then it was someone else's path. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that goes back to a point you brought on earlier, that when you first started this journey of envisioning things that were larger than yourself, you imagined it and you manifested it, and you've already created this life in your own in your own mental, in your own mind. But the people around you couldn't see it. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of people who are truly successful and make something out of nothing. You're building a life these people can't imagine. And
you find yourself in this seclusion. You know what I mean? Because you have to deserve that, and really it's all coming from you.
Yeah.
The life that you build directly comes from you. It's not, it doesn't come from anyone else. It doesn't come from believing certain things. It directly comes from your being. And you choose, and when you communicate with people and you speak to people and you're around people, you're choosing the personalities that you want in your life because they're all you. You know what I mean? And if you feel like someone sucks because they don't have something that you want, then you already failed because they're also you. They're just doing something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's when you have that true fucking freedom where that it's something people can't buy because you just can't buy that. You can't buy happiness, bro.
No.
I'm telling you, can't buy that shit, man. That shit, I'm happy all the time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm happy anywhere, bro. Everywhere I am, I'm like, fuck. Whatever, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, why? Because, man, like, what else you gonna do?
Yeah.
What else you gonna do? You know what I mean? That's it. And that's how I think, man. And there's been times, don't think I've always been like this, man. I've been, like, I'm just saying this for you guys to understand, but really, like, this is even imagination to me. It doesn't even, like, the good and bad things in my life, I just, I see them as imagination now. You want real freedom? Turn the past, the present, and the future into imagination. And when I say the present, I don't mean now. I mean that the present exists just because we have the past and the future. If you turn the past, present, and future into imagination, you have a limitless fucking source of fucking ideas. A limitless source of ideas. If you continue to see them as something that's real, then all your fucking ideas were already fucking made by someone else. You know what I mean? And that's fucking true freedom when you realize that our brains aren't information. They're just full on imagination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was connecting that to something. What was it? Do you remember?
It was ideas and then also... No, I'm sorry. I lost track of that.
Yeah, me too. My ADHD is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm bouncing off the wall right now.
I feel like, especially towards after about an hour on the podcast, hour and a half, I'm able to focus on the last like sentence people say.
Yeah.
And then if I, like you saw my head turn towards my laptop, I lose complete thought. That's why if you notice during this podcast, for the most part, I'm staring right at you because I'm really focused on what you're saying. Because then I'll memorize it and I'll be able to like.
Hell yeah. I feel you, bro. I be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I be doing the same thing. It's hard. It really is hard. It's hard. The when you get really good at just like letting things go, it gets hard. You just lose train of thought sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it happens to me so much. That's why I try to just whatever I'm doing, I try to focus on 150%.
Yeah.
Because if my eyes are taken off of it even for half a second, forget about it. I'm already in another moment.
Hell yeah.
Which is why I tell everybody, like, goes back to the phone thing. I can't be on the phone.
Yeah.
If you're in front of me, I'm not on my phone. It's because I need to be focused on what's happening here. I want to remember this moment between us chatting instead of like us
so much
freaking swiping. Like,
dude, that's what I'm trying to say, man. Like life, man. Like that's actually, I think people don't even understand that, man. Like this moment is so fucking beautiful. Like people just don't get it the way I like to say. Like every moment is so fucking beautiful, man. Like every moment you have in your life is so fucking beautiful. The only reason, like he said about his family and he wants to be able to provide for his family and all this and whatnot and build a future for his family. And me as well. The only reason I would sacrifice any time and be on this phone is for something like that. Because realistically fucking speaking, man, I would much rather fucking be like this. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, you want to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to win.
And it comes at a cost. It comes at what we talked about earlier, sacrifices. But
that's it, baby.
My next point, I wanted to wrap it up within that. See, I can't look away even for half a second. I'm so bad.
You're good, man.
Yeah. But I feel like, first of all, this has gone off the rails for me because the questions I had did not, like, we went so deep just on life. And
what's so funny? Even before we started chatting, we had some good talks.
Yeah, you were like, dude, we should have been recording right now. And I was like, no, that's why.
Yo, guys, by the way, I got an AI business now.
Talk to them a little bit about that.
Yo, guys, listen to this, Listen to this. I spent all day teaching AI the way I do things when it comes to like fitness and my body. People know that I'm always shredded. I eat whatever I want. I'm always shredded. It's so fucking easy to be shredded. It's actually really, if you guys try to get lean, if you guys try to lean out or try to get rich the hard way, the only way you're gonna stay there is if you keep doing it the hard way. If you get somewhere suffering, you can only stay there suffering. That's how I say it, baby. So if you get there the easy way, if you get shredded the easy way, you're gonna stay there. So I created an AI that teaches you guys exactly how I do it. It teaches you guys my exact systems, my exact programs, and my exact protocols, and it coaches you and has my voice. Gave it my voice. Sounded like Trump, right? Yo, that was nuts. Yeah, so I gave it my voice, and it just coaches you guys, and it shows you guys how to follow, how to diet. You guys could send in check-ins, you guys could send in whatever, and it teaches you guys how to get the shape that I have easily. Eating whatever you want every single day, and it's really cool. Now you guys can have a coach in your pocket. That's me.
That's insane.
Yeah.
The power, one, of AI, and then the power, two, of just your creativity. Because I feel like you're doing so much. People don't really understand, one, what it takes to become a pro fighter. Like, when you're a pro fighter,
yeah, it's
that
odd.
usually takes up your entire life.
Yeah, and it did for some time, but it did. But
did that injury? Sorry to cut you off. Did that injury like help spread you into different avenues? Because you're like, maybe I'm not gonna.
No, because it was fighting. Before. No, it wasn't really the injury. It was before the fight. I already told you didn't feel like I wanted to prove anything anymore.
Yeah.
And now I'm a performer. Like, I had this idea where I wanted to prove something in fighting. How would you prove something? UFC world champion, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Cool. So for me, that was what it was. And then once I started realizing that I didn't want that, I started trying to figure out what I do want, and I do want to perform because I do have an art. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, how can I perform at a level that is actually worth performing at? Not one of these regular shows. I said, let me fucking promote my own show and make it fucking super sick, and then everyone can watch me perform. You know what I'm saying? And then that works out better anyways in the long, like, realistically speaking, in the long run. So I was like, so that didn't change my mind. That was just like part of me giving me the time to figure out what I wanted to do with my fighting after I didn't want to prove anything anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't asked the obvious question yet, but what did your parents think about when you first started fighting?
Well, my dad, I don't even want to talk about my dad, man. My dad is, but actually my father had like the fastest knockout in New Jersey, amateur knockout in New Jersey before he lost his boxing license. So my family's been in fighting. And he beat like an NCAA like place winner or something before he left college, like his first year. So everyone always did wrestling. So he did wrestling and boxing, and then my uncle is a black belt under Renzo Gracie. So fighting is like in the family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even like my grandfather, like everyone, there was fighting is in the family. And regardless, they just didn't want me to do it for the longest time. So but it ended up working out better because, like I said, I'm not very smart and my brain developed, so I was able to pick up things much faster than I would have when I was younger. Like, if I started when I was younger, I would have took some damage because I'm much smarter now. I have full body control now, you know?
Yeah.
But man, like, now my mom, like, she sees me and like fighting, and she feels like that's messed up, that like the way I'm beating up the guy, like, she feels bad. Like, I have videos of me just smashing people's rib cages in and stuff, and like she was like she didn't like watching it because she was like just saw me fucking being that way. But man, I used to enjoy hurting people. It was fucked up. Fucked up when I was like that, man. I used to actually physically enjoy, like, I used to have this part of me that literally enjoyed smashing people's faces. It was weird. Like, I thought about it, like I would think about it before bed, like, just, you know,
what switch?
It was just whatever. I didn't care to do that anymore. You know, I didn't care to win anymore, like, in that way.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care to win in that way anymore. I wanted to win in a different way. Like, I had no desire for dominance over another human anymore. I used to.
So when it's all said and done, how do you want the fans to describe you and your career?
An artist.
I like that.
Yeah. Not an artist, like, just with, like, fighting, but, like, an artist with his life. You know?
What's one moment in your career you hope people never forget? Have you got that one moment yet?
Actually, I hope they forget everything.
Yeah.
We're gonna anyways at some point.
I mean, if you want to be an artist, look at Da Vinci.
Maybe keep painting.
Yeah, maybe
Hold on to a memory.
Yeah, maybe people in this age that lived with us, might not see you as an artist, but maybe 100 years down the line, you might be a world-renowned artist for everything you did, and we'll have it virtually now. We'll have it saved in video
we'll have
format.
saved, yeah.
So maybe it's not a painting, but maybe it's a video, something you've created.
Yeah. You're right. What would be something I wouldn't want them to forget? What was the question again?
Yeah, it was, what's one moment in your career you hope people never forget?
I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, you're still young. You have plenty more career to go.
We'll see.
In different facets. I mean, you're building your career as an entrepreneur. You have been building for the past, how many years now since you started social media? It's been like 7, 8, you'd say, maybe longer.
Man, I've been doing social media since 2017. Instagram was still fucking chronological.
Yeah.
Man, I was the first, like, there was probably like fitness influencers that started on social media and made it big. Like, I was probably one of the first 5. Like, there was other guys off YouTube and shit, but like I was like really one of the first people on that shit.
No, and I think
and I literally just stopped, but I just got off it. But I was literally like, it was crazy when I had fucking 200,000 followers. That was so much more than fucking 5 million now. It was crazy. Everyone knew who I was. I was like famous.
You were a celebrity.
Except for the hair after I cut my hair, no one knew who I was. It was the craziest thing.
Yeah,
it was nuts.
I don't know if we spoke about it on camera or not, but I went to school with your cousin. I also interviewed Hattie, with your family as well. Is that your cousin as well?
No. Hattie's my boy though. Very long time.
All right.
Yeah.
Good friend. But I've known you guys. I've known of you guys. I've known of Omar since 2018 when we started going to school together. And he was always putting me on to what you guys would do in the gym. We'd work out a ton because I at that point I looked up to him because he was jacked too. All you guys were all jacked as shit. Yeah. So it was pretty cool to be able to get tips from him. And then all I remember was the hair, the Tarzan hair, the look. Shit. No, it was.
I didn't even want them. I was so egotistical at the time.
Yeah.
That when they were calling me Tarzan, I was like, no, use my name. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Just like eventually I was just like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, that's funny.
I didn't even want to be called Tarzan.
That's so fun.
And then everyone started calling themselves Tarzan. I was like, bro, you have it. They chose me. They started growing out their hair and doing it. I was like, they chose me as Tarzan. Every era's got a new Tarzan, though.
Yeah.
Low key.
I mean, I haven't seen somebody do it as big as you, but
yeah, not yet.
Cause
I'm gonna do it again. I'm growing it out. I'm growing out my hair.
Yeah. And like you said, at that time, bro, it's just insane. 200,000 followers is bigger than 5 million.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I remember when I had 30,000 and I was on Collins Ave in Miami. This was like 2018 or 2017, and I was like, literally, people were stopping me and taking pictures with me, like nonstop. Like people were, and I had 30,000 fucking followers. I was like, how that's a real 30,000, bro.
Yeah.
Now 30,000, you get you won't get a 10. That's like a random person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
there's a person, he has 30,000. You go to Miami, every person you fucking meet is like at least 30,000 followers.
Everyone is just, it comes back to the phones, the dopamine, the suppressing of everything, because we're just so used to seeing those numbers. There's so many people who've hit that 1 million mark now. That's like,
now that I'm starting over and I have this new, and I have my page is like not as active as it was before.
Yeah.
Like, my mentality changed a lot too, because I'm like, wait, this isn't as much views as I was getting before, but now I'm like, this is a lot still.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah,
like even if you only had 300 people watching, say you had 300 views on a video, that's like shit. Like that's 300 fucking people.
Imagine us talking right now.
You can't sell one of them.
Exactly. No, I think about that all the time, because right now I think I currently have 568. I'm a psychopath and I'm good with numbers, so I remember the number. 568 on Instagram, and I have 958 on YouTube. I just started under a year ago, so the numbers are big to me. I tell all my friends, I'm like, if I get 10 views, I'm happy because I didn't talk to 10 people online before this, you know?
Exactly.
So my numbers still range around. Sometimes I post a Instagram video and it's 300, 400, 500.
Yeah.
And sometimes even I'm like, shit, that's no views just because I've already gotten clips where they've hit 100,000, they hit 1,000, 2,000. And I'm like, dude, I need to go back. Like, I need to be humble. I need to be grateful for these 200, 300 people. Like you just said,
Yeah, exactly.
I can't sell one person.
Yeah.
Like, I can't speak my true mind, how I truly feel, and relate to more than one person out there, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I push content on everybody.
Exactly.
I'm like, I think everybody has something relatable about it.
Exactly.
And relatable content is selling right now.
Exactly.
So be yourself.
It's a job, man. They used to think I was crazy when I was doing it.
I
would be at the gym filming and shit, man. At like Gold's Gym, and I was literally the only one doing it. Like there was no one else. And they used to look at me like I was weird, bro. I was the weird long hair guy that was training. But my girl at the time, she used to film everything, and she was like, I was making money, so she was like, cool, you know. And she was always filming me. That was about the only person who didn't think it was weird at that time. That's so funny.
No, it's funny because now it's the norm. It's the social
it's the norm.
It's what people. I mean, you go into any gym. You've been the powerhouse now, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
all over the place.
How many people got a tripod in there? Or they got a phone mat.
I got a DJI now. That shit follow me.
Yeah, co-op.
That shit follow me around. Yeah. I just found out about that shit. No one told me.
Really?
Bro, I be posting striking videos and it follows me. I'm like, this is the littest thing ever.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I got it right when they released it, and I told myself, I'm like, I'm gonna record every day. I'm gonna post every day. I'm gonna vlog every day. I've posted on that camera probably 3 times.
No way.
Yeah, because I'm just like,
it's good for like vlogging, and it's good for like movement videos, of course.
Because I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna become a travel vlogger, and look at me now. I'm stuck in a podcast. Now I can't move out of Jersey.
Travel vlogging is fucking sick though. You could just do that at some point.
No, I'm definitely gonna do it. I just wanna. My issue is rough, we talked about this.
It's way harder than I thought it was because you're traveling and you really want to enjoy it. So it's like kind of weird because
you're
like,
working.
You're like doing this and you're like, it kind of feels like, you ever have like a girl that you're with, that you're dating or something, and like she like you're like bothered by something not with her, or like something's you're on your mind and she tries to hug you and shit. Yeah. Like, oh, whatever. And you're like, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck. Because and it's bothering you. You can't enjoy it. Yeah. Because she's like trying to hug you. You can't actually enjoy the fucking affection. Yeah. So you're like, get the fuck away from me. That's literally how it feels for me when I'm traveling and filming. I'm like, fuck, like this fucking sucks. Like, you know what I mean?
That's why I think, for me personally, it was that exact feeling is what I was explaining to my brother talking about. I'm like, I said I wanted to be a travel vlogger, but now I kind of know myself because I would travel around to a different state every week, different country every month, and record it. But if I know I have to post it on YouTube and I know I have to edit it in a certain way and I start seeing it as work, I would get sick and tired of it. And I'd want to be.
I want to be home.
Exactly. And it's like, what about those weeks you do want to be home, but YouTube expects a video out of you traveling? Yeah. So I don't want to put myself in the position. That's where I want to have those occasional, maybe just get. That's why I want to have the podcast as my main thing, and then all the other videos I post be a secondary bonus to the audience. Give them an opportunity to hear more of my side, because as much as I do talk and you just heard me yap a ton, I try to give this platform for an opportunity for all my guests to speak and tell their stories. Yeah, because I get to learn and my audience gets to learn.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm the same way, bro. I get you, man.
Right before I went to go take a piss, we were talking about what's your preferences. I see online nowadays, girls could say their preferences. I want a 6'3" rich ass dude. Shit. Yeah. But if guys say their preferences,
but I be saying it, bro.
Say it. What is
Actually, I don't know, bro. It's rough. I don't want to get any of the girls I'm talking to pissed off. Okay. I already got them pissed off saying girls I'm talking to.
But that's the thing.
So so here's the thing. Man, so usually I always like darker hair girls with like dark eyes. Yeah. And I still like the dark eyes, but man, I kind of want like a blonde, super tan blonde girl now, with dark eyes.
Interesting.
Like butter tan. I've been thinking about that, but usually dark hair, dark features. Yeah. Nice, like has to have a nice body, like has to appreciate their body because I appreciate my body, so it's just like part of the like art that I would enjoy. And it's also just like just we connect at a better level. You know what I like? What I find super attractive, bro?
What
Girls
is
who like want to need a guy.
that? Want to need a guy?
Yeah. Like they want you to take care of them.
Yeah.
Like, because the last thing I want is a girl who doesn't want me to take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know who wants a fucking girl who takes care of herself.
There's guys out there.
They're
Not me.
cucks. They're fucking cucks. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to say, man. You're a fucking man, bro. Bro, you know how good it feels to take care of someone, bro? It feels
Yeah.
mad good, bro.
I
Like, that's
100%
literally,
agree.
like, the best thing. And, like, women had it so fucking easy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Women have it easy as fuck, bro. All they have to do is just fucking chill.
Just be
Yeah.
beautiful.
Instead, they want it to
That's
do
all they
just
have
be
to
hot.
do.
Just
Yeah,
be hot and,
that's
like,
it.
just be hot and be caring and be loving. And, bro, come on. You can't fucking do that. Like, it's so easy.
Yeah.
That would make them millions. Like, that would make them millions. Like, they would be like, every girl would have the life that they want if they were just like, I'm just gonna fucking give it all to this guy.
Yeah.
And this guy will fucking make you rich.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give you half. Fucking half his shit.
Yeah.
You're chill. You eat at least.
It's crazy that you say that because I was thinking
What
about
if he doesn't
this.
give you half?
I was thinking about this in my own personal life. If I have a wife, my future wife, whoever she is,
She's smart
she has everything. I'm not going to lie. She doesn't have half. Because if I can't trust her enough, like if I trust her enough to become my wife, if we're
Exactly.
we're the same person, we're working as a unit, whatever I have, you have.
Bro, exactly.
It's no like 50-50. There's no like this is my half, this is your half. We're going to have a joint bank account and then we're going to have our own bank accounts. Maybe I get paid a little bit more because I worked a little bit harder, but maybe you get paid more because I think you worked a little bit. Regardless of what it is, like I want us to be a unit.
I'm just going to put Shawty on a salary.
Yeah,
Like a weekly salary, $1,500. Stay away
Come on.
from me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
let's not, like, whatever, maybe not, maybe more, way more actually. Fuck
Yeah.
that. But realistically speaking, like that's like basically, I wouldn't be opposed to having multiple wives. I'm gonna be honest with you, I
Mhm.
really wouldn't, because the way I look at it is like I'm just taking care of multiple women.
Yeah.
Like that's how I think. I wouldn't be opposed to loving multiple girls.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't bother me. I think it's possible. Well, it is possible. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were made to take care of a bunch of women.
Yeah.
So that's why we're able to love multiple women, because we're made. But now they don't need us anymore. Now they're like, even the men are like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with their asses.
Yeah.
Why would a man want to deal
More than one
with
headache.
more than one fucking headache? You should be grateful. I want four. It's for God, not for you.
Dude, you're hilarious.
Yo, that's too good, bro. That's fucked up, man.
The girls are gonna eat you apart.
Oh, we gotta
this
keep that one
episode.
up. We gotta keep.
Yeah,
that one.
no,
That was clean.
100%, 100%. No, I
Oh, man.
just think it's hilarious, like, because I mean, I spoke about like dating and just becoming a provider. I had a clip with one of my friends, Alex Salaba. He has like a car rental business, and his brother has a car dealership they own. Like the whole family's involved in cars. And we came here and talked about how men need to be providers.
Yes.
And people in the comments had me dying because
Yes.
we knew it. The second we recorded it,
It's
it's
rough,
going to be a
bro.
topic where people pick one side or the other, and they're both extreme sides.
And that comes
There's
back
no
from their
in between.
childhood, that topic, because realistically
Mhm.
speaking, again, like we talked about it before, men were raised to take care of families nowadays, and women were raised to take care of themselves now,
Yeah.
not to take care of families, because of the era we live in.
There's a disconnect.
And there's a huge disconnect where men are fall in love with women at a young age,
Mhm.
like when you're supposed to get married, which is like 16, 17,
Yeah.
right? And they fall in love, and then the woman is like, she's trying to figure out how to take care of herself.
Mhm.
And then the man ends up changing and not being a guy good for marriage either. You know what I mean? And that ends up happening. And I say this all the time. The reason why the marriage rate is so fucking low and the like people staying married is because dating didn't exist when marriage was created.
Interesting.
That's why. That was the start of
Yeah.
it. Dating didn't exist when marriage was created. Dating and marriage don't work together.
Mhm.
Dating is let's try you out, and marriage is let's commit.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. That's based on what we call it.
Mhm.
Everyone's a try me button.
That's why. Yeah, but I see it nowadays. What were you gonna say?
No, I just feel like women want to have fun in their early ages. You know, they want to enjoy.
I mean, why not, bro?
Yeah.
Look at the brother. I
Goes for
honestly,
both
I'm not
sides.
even mad at that. I'm not even mad at it.
No.
Bro. I'm just like, yo, like, why? Like, I don't blame you.
Because
You were raised. They were all raised. Like, I can't. Like, imagine I was like mad at myself for acting the way I acted because of the way I was raised, and like I didn't know how to fucking like become my own person. Like,
yeah.
that would be fucking stupid.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
it goes for guys as well. I remember vividly when I was in college, I purposefully wasn't in a relationship because I didn't want to stay loyal to one person. And instead of lying to the girl and being like, I'm going to be faithful,
That's so smart.
I just had.
I cheated a bunch
honest.
of times in my first relationship because I was just like, I was young and I was like, this isn't gonna work. Like,
It's hard to know better at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I thankfully, at that point, I was already out of
but
a
she broke up with me,
relationship.
bro. You believe her?
Hell yeah, I believe it.
Whatever.
Oh, shit. No, yeah, but even
so funny, dude.
even that to an extent was dumb because, like you said, if we were in an age where dating didn't exist and it was just marriage, I probably would have been married at 18, 17, way younger, and I would have been way more inclined to be committed instead of I have all these options, like just being a young, dumb kid, when in reality, none of those options mattered.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'd have a girl who was raised to take care of a family and a guy who's raised to take care of a family.
And how much healthier is that than being out here being a dumb single teenager?
You can't blame the girls. I blame the guy. You got to blame the fathers. Really, it's fucked up to say, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really the father's faults.
Yeah.
You know, even my sister, who like she got married at 22, has 2 kids. Like, I saw the way she grew up, and my mom, if it wasn't for my mother, who literally just fully like my mother fully like, she was basically a second mom, my sister, in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my mom being like that with my sister, like my dad, definitely would have taken care of herself. My dad was pushing her to take care of herself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the mom plays a huge role. But like, that's literally what like the dads are doing it. They're pushing their daughters to take care of themselves. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny.
And they're
to say
pushing us to
that.
be like them, which is taking care of the whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
No, it's so funny you say that because I see it within my own family. I have a younger sister, and my dad always pushed my sister to be independent, and so did my mom in a sense. But at the same time, my mom was do the dishes. You know what I mean?
Yes, like super on her about like
do
the mom
clean
stuff.
You have to clean the house. You have to do everyone's
Fucking
laundry.
Great.
Things like that. And I see a different world because since I still have a lot of family in Dominican Republic, anytime they come to visit, they visit us and they stay here. And my aunt and my cousin was here, and they did not let me do a dish. They did not let me cook a dish.
Yeah. Bro.
They did not let me clean my clothes.
Yeah.
It was just a whole different type of woman that I'm expected to,
And women are like so fast to say now, like, oh, I don't want to live that life. They want this like crazy life that they were fed online. Man, you guys are missing the fuck out, bro. I'm telling you.
You know how,
those moms that you guys are like, oh, da da da, whatever you li asses are saying, bro. Man, those moms are fucking peaceful as fuck, bro. They sit down and they're just chilling.
You know my aunt.
They're just chilling, man.
So my cousin, she was born here and she was living around us for a long time. But my aunt lives in Dominican Republic. She came to visit my cousin because she became recently pregnant. And within the first 2-3 days, she spent $5,000 going around in the mall. The third day, I heard her on the phone with my uncle. I need more money. Guess no excuses, no yapping, no. He sent it over, no problem. She spent 2 weeks just shopping. My uncle sending her money, no big problem.
She's chilling.
You know how happy she was, and you know how happy he was at home in DR, knowing my girl's good. She's got money to spend. She got no worry in the world. She doesn't need to come work, and now she could just come over here and take care of my cousin's need and their future grandchild, and not have to worry. I was like, dude, this guy's a jefe. You know what I mean? This guy's a boss. Like, that's what I want. In that sense, like,
exactly.
My girl, go travel the world. Fuck that. I want to be the boring guy sitting at home working, grinding to make sure everybody around me is good.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I feel you, bro. I'm totally on that. You just want to win. That's it.